Hi, this is Rich Markberg, Superintendent of West Geauga Schools. Today is the second in our series of videos relating to the reopening of the school year. Today, our Director of Technology and Operations, Sean Whalen, is going to talk to you a little bit about our facilities preparation.
As we're taking a look at facilities preparation, we're going to be looking at hand washing and sanitation measures that we put in place, enhanced cleaning protocols, staffing support and protective barriers, face coverings to meet social distancing guidelines, classroom configurations, technology access, transportation. Also, we're going to be talking about some of the partners we're working with in our West Geauga Task Force, Geauga Public Health, first responders, and university hospitals. When it comes to hand washing and sanitation measures, we have purchased Geauga Purell dispensers for all of our classrooms and common areas with refills. We've ordered 6 weeks worth of backup hand sanitizer. At our elementary buildings, we have an additional benefit of the fact that every classroom has a sink beyond a hand sanitizer, so that way we can do proper hand washing right in those classrooms, not have to go to the restrooms. Taking a look at cleaning protocols, staffing, and protective barriers, we've ordered Clorox 360 machines to improve the ability to quickly disinfect student desks, tables, and other high-touch surfaces with increased frequency. We will also be using these to help disinfect our buses. We're also working to hire additional custodial staff and lunch proctors for each building to help with the increased daytime disinfecting and supervision needed throughout the buildings. Sneeze guard shields, like you see here, have been installed at building offices and where needed, and pass-through windows are planned for all buildings to help safely work with visitors and items that need to be dropped off to our buildings. We've implemented sign-in procedures at all buildings with temperature checks, disposable masks, and sanitation stations. Major project we're working on right now is at the middle school office. This has been a long-standing security concern in our buildings. Currently, if you come to our middle school office, you have to buzz into the building, you walk down a long corridor past our cafeteria area, and you make a turn to go to the main office. We're actually moving the office to the original location, which is to the left of the current entrance in the vicinity of the board office entrance. We're going to be putting the main office in where the first 2 classrooms are. Visitors will be buzzed in for security and able to use pass-through windows to exchange items in the main office. This allows the middle school the same visitor traffic control that we do in our other 3 buildings in the district for some consistency. When it comes to face coverings, we've ordered 6 weeks worth of disposable masks for all students and staff with reordering in place on a schedule. We're developing a face mask policy, and details will be coming soon on this. The recommendation now is that grades 3 to 12 are to wear masks, and this is from the Ohio Department of Education Reset and Restart Education Planning Guide. Staff is required to wear a mask or a face shield, and a face shield will be used when a mask impedes instruction. Classroom configurations, where a lot of work has been happening in our district. We have, in between all 4 of our buildings, a lot of spaces of varying sizes. We've been setting up classrooms to determine how to achieve a 6-foot distance between desks, table seating, and this has been approved by Geauga Public Health as of July 8th of this summer. Spacing needs are going to be driving scheduling and areas utilized for instruction. So we're going to be using some classrooms that we've taken offline and spaces that we traditionally haven't been used as classroom spaces in order to maximize our space. Throughout the years, we've had alternative furniture that has gone into classrooms, such as tables and flexible seating that have been used. The problem has been due to COVID-19 and the need to space out students, 6-foot distance. We need to start implementing desks again in a lot of these classrooms that previously have not had them. So we've been lucky, we've been able to leverage desks from Newberry and also desks in district storage to assist with this to allow for that spacing without having to make a lot of additional purchases. Lunch planning is also being adjusted during this time. We're planning cafeteria spaces and other large spaces to allow proper social distancing during lunch. The reason for using these spaces is due to the focus on cleanliness of our classrooms throughout the day, and also cleaning before, during, and after the lunchtime periods. The focus in these plans as we're working on lunch plans is the safety, proper supervision of our students at all times, food preparation, and distribution to the safety guidelines. Technology access is always a big question, especially with the fact in spring that we went online for instruction. So one of the things we did this year to anticipate potential greater needs, we ordered 620 Chromebooks for the 2020-2021 school year. This will include Chromebooks at the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade to continue our one-to-one programming there. Our 12th graders, any of the additional carts that are at the high school, will be given a Chromebook also one-to-one. So that building, the high school this year, will be one-to-one with students having devices to take home. We've also ordered additional carts for the middle school and a replacement for the 3rd grade Chromebooks that are currently within our district. Any additional Chromebooks beyond that will be distributed to our K-1 and 2 students. And Newberry Technology, where there's also Chromebooks, will be brought over to assist with that as well. One of the challenges we have right now is the arrival of technology for distribution. Technology, because of COVID-19, there's a number of chip manufacturers that have been late to shipping. So we are anticipating the arrival of the Chromebooks early in August. So we'll be rolling those out throughout the month of August and likely into the month of September to try to get all those over to our classrooms. Transportation. Cheryl Fowler, our transportation supervisor, has been working during the closure and into the summer to prepare transportation for the middle school and high school and the Westwood and Lindsay runs. We will be sharing a transportation survey with the community, and we really need you to be looking out for that because we need to determine our ridership. That will help us a lot with what our buses are going to look like. When students enter the bus, they're going to be seated from the back of the bus through to the front. Hand sanitizer solutions will be in place for the buses as well. We're going to be having no more than 2 students to a seat. In case of family members who are riding the bus, they will be required to sit together to allow as many possible empty seats available for single riders when we are able to accommodate that on a bus route. Face masks are going to be addressed in our face mask board policy, and details will be forthcoming on that. That is actively being worked on at the moment. We have a school restart task force that is made up of staff members and community members. Besides that, we've been very lucky to have partners like Geauga Public Health who've been working with us for the approval of any of our planning along the way and clarification as needed of the CDC guidelines. We've been working with our local first responders, our police and fire, who've been a partner for safety and security and also the approval of plans to fire code when needed. We also have a partnership with University Hospitals. University Hospitals is going to be, obviously has been giving us answers to health-related questions, but they're also going to be doing walkthroughs in our building because they've been trained to help us with best practices to a safe restart. As Dr. Mark Ortho mentioned, early next week you're going to be getting an update from Dr. Nancy Benincasa on curriculum and instruction. Thank you for your time today.